This is Power Freak 199 here. And we're doing a vape sesh on the peanut butter souffle rosin joint. The rosin flavor. Okay, so there's a couple things that I want to note about this battery, which Superb's, well, it's not that Superb said it, it's just like when Superb said it, it kind of really got me thinking. Okay, so the first thing I want to note is that I have mine always set at 2.8, this V2 battery, okay? And this is dope, right? It's a dope battery, right? I love their mouthpiece. Their mouthpiece is fire, like, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to them for providing a lint protector, but if you always are one that keeps your, like, cartridges out, I don't think you'll need the lint protector, but it's always good to save it. And then you can adjust the flow. I go with what the Supherb lady recommended. Like she said, halfway, and that's pretty good. Right now, I love their mouthpiece. It always draws. And I'm also a fan of that. Even at the lowest setting, you still get big clouds. But let's go. Cheers. Now, I'm going to go again, because I don't know if you saw that, but I'm going to be honest. The taste is spot on for, like, peanut butter, that rosin, that wing taste, like, it's spot on for it. Would I pay some of the prices they want in these dispensaries? No. And what you guys have to realize about this is just note, and none of these, like, big weed tubers, I'm not calling that for not saying, like, it's just something that people really don't think about. Because, like, if you're like me who's going to save their cartridges to make them last and stuff, but if you do go into a dispensary in California and you see these cartridges, whatever flavors they have, whether it be it the garlic cheese, or I think it's garlic cheese, or the papaya, or the peanut butter souffle, they're all indigos, by the way. Whatever you see, it's gonna be stuff that they're, I wouldn't say that they're trying, like, yeah, they're trying to get rid of it, but it's not that they're gonna advertise they're trying to get rid of it. Like, they're gonna say whatever we have in stock is what we have in stock. So when you look at all that, if you're one that cares about getting brand new fresh carts that have the fresh packaging and manufacturer's date and all that, and the new sell by date, you're not gonna get it with these, because this right here, right, look at how golden that oil is. Okay, what they said about this is that you that it didn't work. One of the flavors didn't work. I talked to a dispensary in California, and I talked to a bud tender, and he said that he paid $80 for this tank and he loved it. Now, whatever they have left is what they have left on the rosin, meaning that you're gonna look at those dates and you're gonna say, "Wow, this is, old." It's not super old, but it's older. And that's because, like I said, one of the flavors didn't do so well, so they pulled it off, and it was a limited edition thing between Supherb and Rosin Tech. So let's go on with another hit. I don't know if you guys can really see that, so we'll go again. Yeah, I don't know. Like you guys can see it when I turned around. Um. So all. Um. I like this cartridge. If you're looking for something that, again, I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be this way for everybody. Some people might pick up this cartridge, hit it twice, and say, "Oh my god, like holy shit, that was, I'm high, like I'm strong, I'm high from it." You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like me, I can puff on it and it just gives me this clear high. I like it. I'm definitely gonna try the papaya flavor next. Um, Another thing I'll note too is like everybody's different with cartridges, guys. So you gotta realize like what brand and what company is out there. Say like if you're buying like we'll just say for instance if you're buying a certain brand of something, what may work for you may not work for other people, and then vice versa. So like right now I have Elmore Elmore Farms carts. Okay, now you might smoke on their live resin carts and say, okay, wow, that didn't do anything for me, right? Then I'm gonna come along and do the same, smoke the same exact cartridge and say, wow, okay, this works for me. So like everybody's different, and that's like my neighbor. He tried some of the carts I had yesterday, and he wasn't too much a fan of the coal fire, but he admits that it's an out there flavor, out there flavors to get in a cartridge, right? But then also too, he tried the KKK, the Khalifa Kush cart. He took one puff and like a good size inhale, and it did the job. So everybody's different, guys. If you are around somebody and or friends and you see that like oh that they're not doing well, oh come on, we'll say like baby or pussy, like come on, you can take more and you can do more hits. No, they're doing that for a specific reason because they don't want to get too high and they don't want to green out and they don't want to feel like oh I'm gonna die, I'm super high. No, because to them when they feel like that the world's gonna end, and like you don't want to have that have somebody have that feeling. It's not nice, it's not cool, and like the peer pressure is not cool either. That's why like I don't care. You can have the highest tolerance like past mine, or you can have the lowest tolerance, and I don't care, because whatever you smoke is what you smoke. And I don't know if you guys saw on other news. I don't know. They said it's not going to mean much for the cannabis industry, but they want to take, um, they want to move, cannabis from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3, and they're trying to say it has no healing properties. Well, I mean, some of those healing properties speak for itself. I will say that, like, some things I think people just say, oh, yeah, we use marijuana for that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, the proof's in the pudding. If you look up, there's a man that had Parkinson's real bad. Hope that, he's doing alright and he still continues to use weed oil, but he was using tincture oil. Tincture, and he would just go, not to get, I don't want to get, but he go. And when he did that, it's as if almost the Parkinson's went away and he was able to function. And he was just able to, it was just some peace and comfort knowing that, you know, that he's, oh, I feel better, I'm not shaking. This, that, and the other thing. But, let me take one more hit, guys. So, what I will say, all in all, guys, the high on this is you can definitely feel something. But if you now, I don't want to say this for everybody, and then somebody takes my recommendation and goes and buys this cart because they say, "Oh well, Pyro Freak or someone else that it wasn't. It was a nice mild cartridge." No, it's got a very strong like percentage of THC, and so just like I would tread lightly because you just never know how your body is going to react to it. I would say don't do what I do, and I like taking a lot of puffs because I like to feel a certain way. But for you, I would start out with 2 puffs and wait because some of these cartridges you're gonna feel something within that 2 puffs, and then if you wait, you may say 2 puffs is all you need, or you may take 2 more. You know what I'm saying? It all depends. Like my brother will take about, let's say about 4 puffs out of a cartridge, 3 or 4 puffs, and he's good. And the Khalifa Kush makes him feel that way, right? And but he did say the motor release cookies was strong, so it is strong, right? I'll give him that. But what I will say is that just like tread lightly, because while it is not strong for me, you may be like, whoa, 1 puff, I'm already feeling it. 2 puffs, you know what I'm saying? That's why you always want to, with cannabis, you want to, less can sometimes always be more, and that's the thing with like these Uncle Arnie's drinks I have. If you're if you're sensitive to cannabis, follow their dosing on the the bottle. I'm gonna zoom. Hopefully we can get this to where it zooms in so you can see what I'm talking about. Yep. See that, guys? I know I'm a little shaky here, but all that 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, right? It's gonna be filled up at the top. Okay, right? Now, as soon as I sip and I make from the 10 to right about the 9 disappear and it's not orange and all you see is clear, that's 10 milligrams. And then if I drink from the -9 to the -8, that's 20 milligrams. So that's how they do their dosing schedule. And I'll tell you what, guys, I noticed effects within a half an hour. So that's just to give you an example of how long the effects take to kick in. They're going to tell you anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes. So you may have that 45-minute time to start, or you may start a half an hour like me. It may take you 40 minutes. It may take you 35. It may, you know, it may take you 25, 20. You never know. But you want to tread lightly because these are strong. And like I said, they will fuck you up. I'm just gonna say that, guys. Like that's the only best way to put it. And surprisingly, I didn't fall asleep through this. Like sometimes these like 100 milligrams of THC, like sometimes I get, but it's got 150 milligrams of caffeine, which that's the only thing I'm not really too much the biggest fan of. I try, like, Like, yeah, I'm gonna say I drink a lot of soda, but like, I try to watch with especially these. I try to watch the heavy, like, um, caffeine intake. You know? Yeah, and they say it too. First time consuming, consider drinking one serving and waiting 1 to 2 hours for full effects. So, what they're basically telling you is it's nanomolecular, okay? Okay, but what you want to do is you want to take a 10 milligram serving. That's it. And then you want to wait. And if you feel like after you wait, they're going to tell you 1 to 2 hours. I would say wait till you start feeling something, and then you let yourself know how you're feeling and what. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You just gotta, like, you'll know whether it's not enough, whether it's too much, you know? I mean, I think, like they say 10 because that's how their serving size goes. Like, it's gonna be hard for you to know, oh, let me drink 5. So, I would say for your first time, you just start off with a full 10, right? Just so you're not screwing up like you're not screwing up the serving sizes. So that way, like, okay, if you like 10 and you think ten's enough, like say like you drank 5 milligrams, right? And then you liked 5, right? If you just drank the 5 milligrams, right? Right, and then you said, okay, well, I like that. But then you're like, ooh, let me try 10. It would just screw up the little, the serving size thing they got going on here. It would like, it would like screw up this, the measurement thing here. And so then basically what would happen is I think you'd start drinking all weird amounts of THC. That's why, like, for me, I like my shit strong. My stuff strong, I should say. And so this is it. But anyways, guys, that's it. This is Peanut Butter Souffle. I am gonna take a few more puffs, and we'll see how I feel, and I'll come back and I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, the high for me is I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. Only reason I say that, or the only reason I'm going that high, because normally for cartridges I don't. Normally for like cartridges that don't really get me too blasted, I don't give them. But I like this because I like that it tastes like peanut butter. It gives me this clear indigo high. I get relaxed without being too blasted, and that's the way the Khalifa Kush cart does the same thing for me. So that's also getting a 7 out of 10. And yeah, peace out, guys. Because I will say the Khalifa Kush cart doesn't make me too stoned either. That's why I like it. Peace out, guys. The Khalifa Kush, though, sorry, I'm rambling on, but it mellows me out. Like, and yeah. So, peace out, guys. And that's it. Peanut butter souffle. Like I said, not every dispensary is selling it. I know I have sized on like that 80 because the only price I had to really go by was that one dispensary, and then I seen more. And so they do sell them for a little cheaper, but yeah. Peace out.